The birds, the wall birds, and actually bird sculptures too. I've been making birds for since I was making clay, which is now about 35 years. And wall birds have been a series that I've worked on since then. I start with a slab of clay, which I've already rolled out, and it's nice and wet, or moist still, and sometimes I work with templates and sometimes I work freehand. But for this, I'll just show you this template. For instance, I'll just, basically just loosely cut it out, and I don't really, I might add little extra shapes onto it or make it a little bigger as I'm working. But I use that as a guideline. And I like to kind of keep it spontaneous. So that will be the beginning of a bird. So so the bird's made, the shape is made, and then I spend time smoothing it and shaping it. Just do this, each one is different, and this is the fun part about it, is I can just decide, well, I think this texture will be here. And so then I'll just press it in. Each texture is different. See, it picks up the texture nicely. And I usually block it off into separate areas of the bird. Like the tail will have that texture. Another wing. This is one of my handmade textures. And so I would actually let this stiffen up a little bit more. But once it's a little stiffer, I can come back in and form the bird from behind and start giving it a sculptural shape. It's no longer just a flat slab. And this is kind of the fun part too, because I can make the birds different shapes. I can accentuate areas. And it takes 2 or 3 days, sometimes a week, it depends on the temperature, for this to dry enough to then paint with underglazes, and then it will be fired in the kiln. I can come back out and add glazes, which is the final step, and that's like a glassy, beautiful colors surface onto this.